Welcome to Project Castaway. Today we're going to talk about 10 things that I wish I knew, and I bet you did too, when you first started the game. And there's going to be some bonus content at the end, so stick around for that. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so we've jumped into a brand new game, and at the top you're going to see that there is the tutorial. And the reason why I'm showing you this part is it's important as we're going to change up the tutorial. It just makes more sense to me. All right, let's skip ahead to the part of the tutorial where we have to find traces of your uncle. So now the next thing it says, find traces of your uncle. Well, we're not safe yet because you need to have a bed in order to do a save spot. This is what you want to do. And we're going to place our bed. And I know it's out in the elements. I know it's not inside. But just to save your game right now, it's just a save spot. That's all it is. But the last two, I should have put them up there to begin with. Silly me. Put them in there. And now I can take this, get into bed, and make a save. Save spot number 1. And there you go. Save spot number 1. So we're all set to go. Now that you have your save spot and you don't have to worry about dying and having to start over, let's talk about your health. In the bottom left corner of the screen is what I call your health hub, and it tells you a lot about what's going on with your game. The red line is your health, the green line is your stamina, the stomach is your hunger, and next to that is the meat and vegetables, which you have to keep up. The water drop is your thirst, the lightning bolt is your energy, and the brain is your sanity, which this game takes away on a regular basis. All right. What else do we need to know? Another thing you should learn to do is to take care of Komodo as soon as possible. So I want to make myself a spear so you don't have to worry about him jump scaring you when you're trying to get into the jungle to get things done. So you just got to keep going backwards. The wooden spear still does the job. It takes about anywhere from 8 to 10 hits. And there you go. So now he's docile, but I'm going to get rid of him just because I'm eventually going to need his meat. And there you go. He's taken care of. Now we can talk about poison, just in case you got bit by Komodo and got poisoned. You would go over here to the ginger plants right there that you can dig up using let me show you in the journal, in this category right here. And we're going to go to the spade right here. And then you'd make that, you'd dig up the ginger and eat it, and your poison would go away. Also, there are teas that you can make, but that's something you can look at in the journal. Okay, what's next? This, in my opinion, is one of the most important things you should know in the beginning of your game. Trust me. You have the environment that can be used here, this cave, as a base, as a cover, as shelter. Because it's naturally, out of the elements. You can put your bed in here. I just broke down the little bush that's in here that gave me some food, which, I really need to eat. And I have a light and I have a fire. Now, the fire needs to be inside because it doesn't work if it's out in the rain. And you're all set and you can stay nice and warm and dry in here. All right, let's continue on our top 10 list. Now, I know it's dark and raining, but I needed this to show you something. If you break open the coconut, as it said to do in the beginning, it's good to get water in those. And it will collect rainwater, and that will stay fresh to just a short time after the rain is done. Read it. Sliced coconut fresh, and I'll show you a screenshot of that here. When it's not fresh, it'll say stagnant. You don't want to drink that because that'll cause you to get parasites, and that's a whole nother story. What else do we wish we knew? Let's talk about the yucca and how to cut it down. Yes, you can cut it down using an axe. That's all fine and good. Let's say, oops, I forgot to make a disassembly table and my axe just broke. Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to go into my journal. I'm going to go down to this page right here, their weapon, and I'm going to go to wooden knife. Make sure you have a stick in your inventory. And I'll make a wooden knife, and I can use that to cut down the yucca. And it just gave me a new discovery as well. And then you can pick all that up. And there you go. You now have the yucca. I'm going to pick up my axe. I need that. Okay, what's next? Since it is a rainy day outside, the next thing you should know is to read your journal. It is extremely important at some point in the game for you to stop and read your journal. Specifically, the areas to read are your Discovery tab. It shows you everything that you've discovered in the game so far. And then if you go to the next page, you can read about all those things. Energy, where it tells you how to keep your energy up, how to keep your sanity up. And if you get too hot, tells you what to do if you get too hot, keeping your vitamins up. Let's see what's the next thing. Oh, I did cut down a beehive, and that's if you have conditions on, you would use this to make bandages. If you get a rash, talks to you about your yucca, bananas, gooseberries, burst, and especially when it gets to things like parasites, poisoning, and it'll tell you what you need to do to take care of that situation. Read everything. If something pops up on the screen, if it goes by too fast, go into your journal again, like I showed you, and it'll tell you what you need to know. It also gives you your information on your treasures, the things that you have learned so far, and what your levels are on those things. And we're going to get into a couple more of those tips as well. And you also have your quest tracker here and keeps track of what you've done so far. Things like bandages for your boat, farming, for your gear stuff to make things. And then there's blueprints, your fire tab, your shelter tab, your storage tab, your nourishment crockery items, your tools, your weapons, and your arrows. Whew, that was a lot. Okay, what's next? Another important thing you need to know is that you can lose health if you get too hot or too cold, even with conditions off. My temperature is 99.9 right now. So, ways to cool off. You would think drinking from this would do that, but unfortunately that's not working. But let me show you something you can make. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the nourishment crockery page, and you can make this leather pouch with 3 leather and 1 rope. And then I have one in my backpack, and I've already got some liquid in there. My temperature is 100 degrees. You can see it in the top right corner. So I'm going to take a drink, and my temperature went down. Now to fill it up, you pick it up, you stick it in the water, don't even drop it. You just put it back in your backpack, take another drink, and it brings your temperature down again. Now, as you can see, it has started to rain, and rain is another way to cool yourself off if it's during the day. At night, not a good idea. And another way to cool yourself off is to take a refreshing swim here in the ocean. But again, if you stay in the water too long, even during the day, you could bring your temperature down so low that you will lose your health. Now, let's see. Ways to get warmed up. I have the perfect spot for that. But on our way there, let's just grab, because we need this later on. Well, if I had conditions on, that is. This is the honey. And you need the honey to make a honey bandage if you have conditions on and you get a rash because you were too hot. So we're going to break that, and we're going to take that with us, and we might make some honey bandages later. All right, so now let's say I'm too cold for, I need to get in here and get warmed up. Now, you can stand by a torch and get warmed up, but normally when it's raining, it doesn't work so well, even indoors. Oh, it did work that time. Fantastic. And then, of course, another way to get warmed up would be to start the fire, and you could get warmed up by the fire. Oh, and another way to regulate your temperature, kind of goes along with hot and cold, is to actually sleep. So my temperature is 98.1 right now. This works for either hot or cold. And if you get into a covered shelter area with a bed and you sleep, it will bring your temperature back to normal temperature. Let's give this a try. And there we go, normal temperature. And I even get a little nap in at the same time. Fantastic. Let's get up. And, well, since it's still raining, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll think of something else to show you in a little bit. I found something else to talk about. It is crafting levels, and let me show you why. We're going to go into our journal, and I'm going to show you. Let me go to the tool page, and I'm going to move it over to the bronze, silver, and gold weapons. And they need level 4 for your bronze, level 6 for your silver, and level 8 for your gold. Now, if I had blueprints for my plane, I would need to be level 6. So that's my aim, is to get to level 6. It's always best to get it done as soon as you can. And the best way I know how to do that is to craft. We're going to craft us some bandages. I've got all the materials I need here. So I've got the cloth, I've got my palm fronds, and I've also got some, whoops, almost went off the table. I also got some honey for honey bandages in case you're playing with conditions on. And I'm going to talk about the yucca in a minute. All right, so let's start crafting and see how far we get. Let's get into our journal, and I'm going to just craft as many bandages as it will let me. Oh, I think I just dumped them all on the ground. I did. Pick up that one. Oh, no room. All right, let's make some more. This time we're going to make some palm frond bandages. And that's as much as it'll let me make. All right, well, I got a couple on the ground. Let's pick this one up because we're going to make ourselves a honey bandage now. And I can make 3 if I have the cloth for it. Oh, I don't have any more bandages because I don't have any cloth. This is where the yucca comes in. We're going to pick up this yucca. And I'm going to show you in the journal that under the gear tab and on the second page, you're going to find cloth. And it takes 2 yucca leaves to make cloth. Let's see how many we can make. Oh, I got to level 5. And that's as many as I can make. Whoops, I needed that open still. I need to go back to my bandages. Okay, we're going to go back to bandages, and I'm going to make some more bandages out of that cloth I just made. And there we go. Now let's see if I have anything left to make honey bandages out of. Oh, I do. Fantastic. What about palm fronds? Am I full on palm fronds? Nope, I still got more for that too. There we go. And now I'm all full up. Now, let's take a look at my crafting level. And so my crafting level is now at level 5. I'm just about ready to get to level 6. And of course, it's going to rain on my parade now. Another way you can do some more crafting to get your levels up is to disassemble anything that you want to disassemble and make it again, because that counts as crafting. I'm not going to do that now because we're in the rain. So I'm going to get out of the rain, and I have one more thing I want to show you. Kind of a bonus, let's just say. I do have some bonus content for you, and it does have to do with crafting. I need to make some arrows, as my ranged is only level 1. And how I've gotten rid of Kitty Cat on level 1 or 2, I have no idea. The higher your ranged level is, the easier it is for you to get rid of your predators. But unfortunately, I haven't got any birds in my snare. Oh, but I do have some content for you to watch from my stream on things I wish I knew. And, well, you're just going to have to watch it to find out. I need to go find some materials so I can make some arrows. So at this point, we had determined it takes 14 arrows to level 2, 16 for level 3, 17 to level 4, 18 to level 5, 21 to level 6, and 23 to level 7. And then I came up with a brilliant idea. We're doing it for science. I wish we had like a, we should have made a Wilson. We could have shot at Wilson. Should I do that? Should I make a, I got Wilson. He's over here. All right, for the rest of our science project, we're gonna make a Wilson target. We're gonna make a Wilson target. That means I need to make more more arrows, because I have 11 on me. That's 12, 13. So I got to make more of those. Okay. All right, Wilson, you stay there. Okay. Okay. So, where should I put him? I don't want to be directly in the sun. Can't be abusing Wilson like that. I can if I want to. He's my Wilson, and he does what I say. Don't you, Wilson? Hey, stop moving. You're staying here. Got it? You got it? Good. Where are you, Wilson? Come on. Here we go. Ta-da! Crab, leave it there. Leave it there. Thank you. Why, where is my arrows? Okay, I got invisible arrows again. Oh, no, now my arrow went oh, there it is. Okay. Now it's telling me I'm full again. Oh, and I just shot 2 arrows now, and that means that my range is going to be all messed up. Okay, just I shot 2 arrows, all right, everybody? I shot 2 arrows. It's not showing anything. But it's also not letting me pick that up either. And it's not letting me pick this one up either. And I don't know if it's being legit. Okay, we're just... And I still have an invisible arrow. All right, invisible arrow. Okay, Wilson, stop moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay, so I still have 11. And, Wilson, you got something sticking out of your face, Wilson. Sorry about that, buddy. Here, let me take care of that for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it'll let me pick up 11, but it won't let me pick up 12. Okay. So I guess I shot 11 arrows then. I don't know. I lost track. I lost track. Scarecrow Wilson, here we go. I don't know. I wonder if I can shoot him like in this, like get the sticks. Let me see. I'm pushing my button. It won't. Oh, as soon as I hit the wood, it won't go in. Oh, okay. Okay, let me get it up here. 1, 2. Come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's another 11. Okay, so that's 22. I don't know if it counted the invisible ones that I did earlier. I don't know. Oh! Okay, well that's the 11th one then. Okay. 22. I'm saying 22. Wilson, your face seems a little crooked. Why is your face crooked? Should I hit you on this side to even you out a little bit? Right there? Right there? Little off the top? Yeah? Okay. Little off the top. Okay. All right. Here we go. 1. Oh, there we go. 20. Well, it's either 23 or 25 because I shot 2 arrows in the ground as well. I'm thinking it's 25. So in the end, it seems like your range goes up by 2 more shots of your bow and arrow before it's legit. Should we just leave that there? Right there? Like that? Should we just leave that? I think we should leave that. That's just, you know, he was our target. So that's the... Sorry. I could have did a coconut. I know, Wilson. I could have did a coconut. I'm sorry. Do you forgive me? You do? Okay, good. He forgives me. All right. I'm not moving you. I think you're really funny there. I'm sorry. This is just really funny. Yes, I drank the beer. No, I didn't drink the beer, but I should have drank the beer before I did that. Oh, I kind of feel a little bit bad, Wilson. Don't look at me like that, Wilson. It was for science. Wasn't that so funny? Wilson is such a good sport. I just wanted to take a moment to enjoy this beautiful sunrise and show you, if you look at the top of the screen, I'm still under finding traces of your uncle. So I've done all this and haven't even completed that part of the tutorial. If you have a tip for your beginning gameplay, something we haven't covered in this video, please put it down in the comment section. I know we'd all like to know about it. I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and as always, stay majestic and embrace the chaos. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and consider leaving a comment too. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all the chaos of the Majestical Realm. I'm MajesticKarLyn, and I'll see you in our next adventure together. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so very much for watching.